Hello, gamers. I'm Kevin. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining me. I'm here to do some drafts, here to play some Duskmourn. Let's hop right in. Ooh. This is quite a pack. Got some good cards. See Reluctant Role Model. That card's pretty strong. I also see Glassworks and Painter's Studio. Also a Glimmer Burst. I think between the white rare and one of the red cards. Painter's Studio to Face Gallery is pretty awesome. Glassworks, probably just as good. We played a bunch of red yesterday. Maybe I take the white card, do something a little bit different here. I don't like Reluctant Role Model as much as these removal spells, or as much as these red cards necessarily, but we're going to take it. Okay, interesting. Green-white's not necessarily the place you want to be. Red-white's not a bad place to be, though. I'd consider taking a ticket booth over the Norin, though. Norin's fine, but he's not that impressive. There's an Altenac in this pack. Coordinated Clobbering. There's also a Valgavoth's Faithful, if we wanted to try and move into some kind of Reanimator deck. Should have taken a red card. But I'm happy to take a ticket booth here. Alright, well, Glassworks probably would have been a good first pick, but I might have taken Painter's Studio to Face Gallery over it anyway. They're really close. This is the best card in this pack, maybe followed by Cathartic Parting. Cracked Skull's okay. Let's Play a Game is okay. Disturbing Mirth. Clockwork Percussionist. Pick 4 Disturbing Mirth. Yeah, I wish I had taken that Glassworks. Pick 1. I think Disturbing Mirth might be a little bit better than Ethereal Armor. And I do have this Reluctant Role Model. So that is some incentive to just take a white card. Go in the direction of red-white. Pick 4 Disturbing Mirth. Ethereal Armor is not nearly as good in red-white as it is in white-blue. So I'm going to take Mirth here. See if we get past a bunch of good black-red cards. I see a couple good red creatures in this pack. I see green cards that I don't really care about. Fear of Exposure is pretty underwhelming. Sometimes it's good. It's okay when you have a bunch of 1-drops, but Irreverent Gremlin is excellent. We're going to take it. Okay. A 1-drop white creature. I like that. Kind of wish. Disturbing Mirth, still under consideration. But I don't really care about Winter. I don't like letting my opponent draw cards, even if they do have to discard down to size. Something to be said about a Neglected Manor or Terramorphic Expanse here for the possibility of playing more than 2 colors, but I think I should just take this 1-drop. Okay. Unsettling Twins happens to be quite good in the red-white deck. Do I want it over a Most Valuable Slayer? I think so. The most valuable Slayer is really good. I'm going to take Unsettling Twins here because it's 2 creatures. And we're getting past good red and white cards. Vicious Clown. Do I take Vicious Clown over Norin? I don't think so. Vicious Clown is really good in the red-white deck. It gets pretty large, and they have to deal with it. I'm going to take the 1-drop. We want to keep our deck low to the ground. Alright, so we didn't wheel any of the red cards. We didn't wheel the Norin. I don't really like Hardened Escort that much, but it does fill out the curve all right. Exercise looks like the best card in this. Well, Ballast Raidworm is the best card in this pack, but for us, Exercise. We could have taken a Cracked Skull, ditched our white cards, and gone into black-red there with that, whatever the heck it's called. The black-red uncommon. Saw Blade Skin Ripper. Alright, Betrayer's Bargain looks like a good pick here. It's a really good removal spell, especially when you just spend 2 mana on it. Get to do some really cool double spelling. Blowing out your opponent with unexpected removal. Wow, what a pack. Maybe we can wheel one of these red commons. I'm going to take another 1-drop. I don't think I'm going to take another Norin, though. I will take Friendly Ghost. This card's pretty strong. Pushes through damage, gives you a blocker, and gives you a clock. I remember Friendly Ghost playing out really well with this set. There's a Ticket Booth. There's also a Fear of Being Hunted. Having ticket booths is quite good for this deck, but I'm going to take Fear of Being Hunted. There are a couple ticket booths in this pack. Maybe we'll see one on the wheel. Savior of the Small is not a card I'm all that excited to play. But I'll play a Clockwork Percussionist. Turn inside out. Nice. Shepherding Spirits probably won't make it into the deck. Vicious Clown on the wheel. Not bad. Ticket Booth on the wheel. Excellent. We just want ticket booths for Betrayer's Bargain. And Tunnel of Hate is a serious win condition. If you're just beating down your opponent for the first 5 turns, all of a sudden you turn on Double Strike for any creature. Quite good. Another friendly ghost. I don't really care about any of these cards. Train Razorkin can work, but it's a little underwhelming. Ooh. Talking about can work. For 5 mana, kill 2 X2s. For 6 mana, kill 3 X3s. This card's a bomb. Yeah, Roller Crusher Ride it is. Wow. Wow. Wah. Choices here. I mean, Toby is probably slightly better. He makes a 4/4. There's a lot of power on the board for Toby. Betrayer's Bargain's excellent. I don't really like passing that, but Toby's too good. Especially if you have any way to bring him back. Doesn't look like we do. But it's early in this pack. We might see a Surgical Suite. Seized from Slumber. That'll fit in here. Sometimes you have to kill a tapped creature that has lifelink. And sometimes you just spend 5 mana to kill something. Glimmerlight. We're going to take Glimmerlight over a Ticket Booth. Glimmerlight's a fine 2-drop. I like the look of Acrobatic Cheerleader, but I do have a lot of creatures that cost 2 or less. Lionheart Glimmer is a good way to end the game when you're going wide. Another Ticket Booth? Perhaps. Yes, perhaps. We'll take it. I don't know if we'll play it, though. Man, what did I take Fear of Being Hunted over? Take a booth. We wield that. Vengeful Possession looks like something I could kill people with. And Friendly Teddy is also a creature to fill out the curve with, but I don't know. I'm pretty full anyway. I don't necessarily need to play subpar cards. Oh, wheeling an Acrobatic Cheerleader. That's pretty nice. What are we going to cut? I didn't get any hand that feeds. It's kind of a bummer. That card synergizes with Ticket Booth very, very well. Let's see, 1 token, 2 tokens. I can't make enough tokens to give everything flying, but that doesn't matter. Toby's pretty good either way. The question is, how badly do I need all these ticket booths, and do I want some friendly ghosts instead? Do I even want Fear of Immobility? It is a nice way to top things off. I don't know if my curve's actually low enough to play 16 lands. 1 5 drop, 3 4 drops. I guess the Vicious Clown isn't going to be that good for us, is it? As cute of an idea as it is, I mean, it attacks for it's a three mana creature that attacks for 4 or 6. Yeah, I mean, it does attack for a lot. I could play a third Ticket Booth over one of the Vicious Clowns, and I could play Fear of Immobility over the other. Vicious Clown works pretty well with the Friendly Ghost, with the Unsettling Twins. Vicious Clown's a lot better with Midnight Mayhem. It'd be nice to cut a land. Your mobility, it helps tap down life linkers and things that can stop you from winning late game. We're kind of removal light, so it'd be nice to have a creature that also pseudo removes a blocker. As much as I like the idea of cutting a land, I feel like I'm gonna get punished for it. So many 3-drops that I want to play. I do have Irreverent Gremlin. I have Clockwork Percussionist. There's some other ways to dig through Painter Studio. I think I'm going to roll with it. Cut a ticket booth for a land. Because we do have 3 6-drops we want to be able to cast. Alright. I'll cut a ticket booth for a land. 17 lands, and if we flood out, well, maybe we'll make the swap. It's weird to side in something that you want to spend 9 mana on for a land. It's a pretty good looking hand. Chainsaw. Seems reasonable. Yeah, I'm gonna play Reluctant Role Model, I think. Am I? Nah, let's just put a bunch of power on the board. That's kind of tough. I'm just going to put a bunch of power on the board. Reluctant Role Model is excellent and is definitely better early than late. But I can still curve out. All right, see, Reluctant Role Model would not have gotten through that Wary Watchdog. I feel good about this decision. We're racing them down. I'm not leaving back any blockers. Seems like a good trade for us. Yeah, our opponent left man up for something. Uh-oh. Might be a while till we see another land. Good game. Good game, bust 'em. Yeah, I have good cards in this deck. I like the idea of hitting my land drops, getting up to 5, 6 on the turns that I need to. 17 lands feels correct. It usually is. All right. No 1-drops or 2-drops, which I don't love, but it is a keepable hand, so I can't be throwing keepable hands away, in my personal opinion. It's a fine draw. We play Ticket Booth first so that we can use Turn Inside Out next turn. And play Toby. Oh! Well, that's a pain. Hmm? One-sided fight. So that's dead. Turn Inside Out. Pretty good card. I want that Irreverent Gremlin instead of the Friendly Ghost, so I can flip it easier. Well, now I don't want to flip it so badly as just play both of these creatures. Centipede seeking the spine. Horrifying. Really. I suppose when it's Delirium, it has found the spine and it just controls you. This is awkward. I could exercise his Last Work Shattered Yard in order to turn on my Roller Crusher ride. I could just kill both of his dudes and attack. Then he's going to have Unstoppable Slasher again soon. I guess I just wait. Could have gremlined, flipped over the gremlin, played a cheerleader, discarded exercise to turn on delirium. That might have been a better play, but against red-green, I'm expecting something that has 4 power. And this getting rid of a Bashful Beastie or a Horde Caller would be pretty sweet. I don't have great attacks, do I? Veteran Survivor just goes into trade. If I attack with these two, he gets to kill both of them and only lose 2 creatures. I can make it so it goes away forever when I block with Roller Crusher Ride, or I could just take the rounded up. I'll just take 11 damage. I go to 17, and then I go down to 8. And then I go down to 7. I gotta try to play a longer game than that, I think. Land, por favor. I mean, it would be nice to hit more things, but I think I'm pleased with this. Let's see. What are my other options? I play Veteran Survivor. I wonder if he does anything next turn. If I kill all 3 of those, do I get to attack? Yes. Perhaps I could have waited a turn. That's a really good draw. Do I really want to give him the opportunity to trade off my Gremlin? No. And these can't even get through the Zealot. I don't want to give him a free card for Percussionist, so I'll just drop Survivor. And then next turn, try to do some Tunnel of Hate things. Pretty good. It's a pretty strong one. That's a fine trade. Wickerfolk Thresher won't be drawing him any more cards. And I have a Glimmerlight. Glimmerlight is the key to success. Magic indeed. The magic, the mystery, the mayhem. And we're coming in with a 5/5 double striker. The Kevbot has arrived. That was weird. I'm confused. Is their opponent about to reanimate everything? So I guess I just give this double strike. And he has to block, and we get to trade off. Oh, wow. What a rip from our opponent. Our opponent gets to surveil 2, then draw a card. Look at the top 3 cards. It's pretty strong. Make him block the Irreverent Gremlin. Make it Glassworks proof. And hope it doesn't draw removal. Good game. All right, ranking up to 90. Red-white. Does some work. 2-0. Let's go again. This deck's fun. All the archetypes in Duskmourn are fun. Green-white can even be fun. It's just not very good. Here we go, hopping back in. I don't have white mana, but I do have a way to search for it. So I'm going to keep this. I get to play Reverend Gremlin, and then the next turn I can play Glimmerlight. And if I have to just ditch this Veteran Survivor, I still have 3 cards to play and this for late game. Oh, I look awfully dark in the window. Hey Google, turn the lights on. Yeah, that's good. I found myself fading into the background, so I adjusted some green screen settings, but I did so without my lights on. Unwise. What's up, Remotin? Hey, white mana. Nice. I was hoping to see some lands. It's pretty good. And then Glimmerlight. I'll probably just discard this mountain. Oh, it's only once per turn. Oh well. Yeah, I should have paid attention to that. I would have played Glimmerlight and attached it instead of playing both cards. That way I could have gotten one more rummage next turn. Whoops. Our opponent did not get a whole lot of value out of Fear of Isolation. Make Veteran Survivor a 4/5 and then take out his Fear of Isolation with it, or I can make Irreverent Gremlin a 4/6 and deal him 4 damage. I think I should deal him damage instead. Drawing a land means we can Lionheart Glimmer next turn. We won't get a Rummage trigger. Well, we won't be able to use the Rummage trigger effectively. Maybe we'll just draw a 2-drop to play. You might just have Seize from Slumber. I could just offer a trade instead of tapping down my friendly ghost. Glimmer Burst makes sense. For 4 mana. I was afraid he had Twist Reality, which they may have Twist Reality. Okay. Grand Entryway is so underwhelming when your opponent doesn't, or sorry, when you don't have Eerie triggers to go with it. That's a bit annoying because it stops me from effectively attacking. Well, I guess with this land I'm good. Put it on Friendly Ghost and I can attack for 4. Seeing 8 lands and 6 spells. It's a good thing we have a Reverend Gremlin. Yeah, that takes out Fear of Isolation and leaves us with a couple flying attackers. And that's safe, right? Goes down to 1. Perfect. That's the kind of thing I want to see. Our opponent digging. Wow. Our opponent has some good cards in their deck. But so do we. Makes sense. Yeah, maybe I should have moved the Glimmerlight over to make a blocker. Then again, I want to just play Ticket Booth. Okay. Lots of creatures out. Our opponent needs an answer for Friendly Ghost. It doesn't look like one. Probably has a Seized from Slumber. Jump scare does it. They top deck some removal for friendly ghost. My opponent has infinite blockers at this point. Veteran Survivor will be better served to rummage with. Well, Silent Hall Creeper gets to draw a card. Let's see. Another jump scare. Seize from slumber. Ah, vanish from sight. Okay. Norn with Toby is kind of cool. I could have considered doing that. Our opponent has a pretty decent game plan here. Wow, he gets to turn that into Reluctant Role Model when he hits and then give it lifelink, main phase 2. Man, playing Veteran Survivor pre-combat to see if we drew a trick was a huge mistake. Otherwise, we would have been able to draw Friendly Ghost, same turn. Crazy. That is not what I expected. Flying? Wow. What a blowout. What a top deck. That is insane. What a lucky top deck. Giving that flying was not the right move. Our opponent got so lucky after making the wrong play there. I could have given it lifelink last turn. There was no reason to give it flying. Embarrassing to lose against a mistake like that, but shit. What a top deck. Still no lifelink? Still no lifelink? What's happening? It felt like the right time to do that. It's not like I could do it during combat. It's not a decision I could make after he declared attacks. Good game, Ramoten. Good game. Wow, what a match. What a match. Our opponent top decked that bottomless pool locker room. If they had given that thing lifelink, they would have gained enough life to maybe not die next turn. So that was nice. Good game. Three and 0. This deck's fun. That was a long one. That was a complicated one. $13 turns, 14 turns. These have been some long games. Long games for an aggressive red-white deck to be winning. Does have some good reach with all of the flyers and the double strike. don't like a hand without red mana very much. But I go first. You know. Not a big fan of mulliganing on the play. And I have cards to play. Damn. Played around that Seize from Slumber like a champ. That is annoying. That is annoying. I'll trade off with one of them. Still no mountains. It's a bit of a shock. 13 cards in. I wish Exercise could just kill the Slayer. Exercise can kill the Slayer. Oh man, this is awesome. What a blowout. Three-for. The old 3-for-1. Let's get rid of that Sheltered by Ghosts in case he has Ghostly Dancers. Whew. What a blowout. Can I get a mountain off the top? What do you think the chances are? Pretty high, right? That's amazing. He can have my Veteran Survivor if he wants, or trade off with an Unsettling Twins. I'm putting up a lot of damage. Barely even needed the red mana. Good game. Good game. Four and 0. Let's keep playing some Magic. Let's keep playing some Magic. We have some good survivors. We've got good removal. Mostly just have a bunch of good creatures. We have like three or four removal spells. One drops are strong. Wow, that exercise was awesome. Okay, deck. Thank you for giving me 2 rares and a 1-drop in my opening hand. Jeez. This is going to be brutal. Why not? Add a Mythic on top. Oof. Well, that's not very good. This is not very good. We 2-for-1'd ourselves. Clear shot? Is that in this set? Oh, wow. What a card. Horrid Vigor? That isn't... Oh, jeez. Don't see that every day. I wonder if he has another Horrid Vigor. What's that? I can just keep putting +1/+1 counters on it? I don't think I need lifelink that badly. Top take a land and Roller Crusher ride. Boom. Good game, Sputnik. All right, top 50. I like being in the top 50. Five and 0 with this red-white deck. Performing well. I'm having fun with it. That was a pretty ridiculous draw last game. Having one drop rare, rare, and drawing our 6th land. Feeling good about that. 5 and 0. Let's see if we can get 2 more wins and make it a trophy. Game time. I like this hand. Root Spinner's pretty good. Veteran Survivor came a turn too late. That would have been cool to play last turn, but it also wouldn't have gotten through Brood Spinner, so not terribly impressive as a 1-drop in this game. Or a turn 1 play, I mean. Okay. I think I'd rather have this be a 3/3 than play the Veteran Survivor. I very well may discard Veteran Survivor to an Irreverent Gremlin trigger. That's a good deal. Yeah, if I hadn't attached that Glimmerlight, he could have just attacked in and made me trade. Ugh. Altanek. That was quite a top deck, I gotta say. And I could just kill Altanak now, but then I won't be able to attack profitably. So I'm just going to activate this. Attach this to Veteran Survivor. Maybe, wait. No, attach this to... Toby. I want him to think I'm going to quadruple block. Excellent. And I guess I could just kill Enduring Tenacity, but maybe killing Brood Spinner would be smarter. I want to be able to deal in 5 damage with this big thing. Oh, any trades? That's a good deal. Very nice. Good game. I wonder what our opponent had left. Probably just lands in their hand. Or maybe they were looking for another color. Who knows? Good games. All right, 6-0. See if we can get that undefeated trophy. Moving up to rank 30. Let's go, Boros, Boros, on the ground real fast. 1 drops and 2 drops and this. I don't like this hand. I'm on the draw. I only have 1 card to play. I don't like this nearly as much as the other 1 colored hands that I kept. This looks good though. That's happy to eat a Scorching Dragonfire. I'm expecting a Seized from Slumber here. I suppose it might have been smarter to just play Toby and pass. Make him keep up the mana from Seized from Slumber at a later turn. I do not like this 1 bit. Betrayer's Bargain taking out Enduring Innocence would have been a lot better. I don't think we're going to be able to win this game. Okay. Perhaps we have the ability to win this game still, if our opponent's doing things like this. Oh. Is he gonna die this turn? She's just gonna deal us 8. Alright, that was cool. I mean, we might have a removal spell in hand to take out both of our creatures with Curse Recording. You can definitely double your things. But I don't think it's a very good card. Very high ceiling, but 4 mana do not affect the board. All our opponent has to do is draw a removal spell, and they probably beat us. Yeah. My mistake was attacking with Reluctant Role Model when my opponent left up 3 mana. Now watch our opponent play their Betrayer's Bargain, sacrificing Norin to blow up our 2 creatures. That would be cool. That would be very cool. It is a Betrayer's Bargain. He was deciding whether or not to kill those 2. Or to wait till Lionheart resolved so he could Betrayer's Bargain it and pay the ward cost. Or I guess not. No, not if he's letting that resolve. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's something. Red-white spells. I'm worried, honestly. I don't feel like I have a very good grasp on this game. Turn inside out. Yeah. If I had blocked, he would have made a couple 2/2s and drawn a card and beaten me. Is he just going to kill me? Ah, good game. Good game. Good game. All right. 7-0. Undefeated. Hey, Dillar Busto, thanks for subscribing, buddy. I appreciate you. That means the world to me. Hell yeah, 7-0. Let's throw this in the Trophy Decks Hall of Fame. If you ever want to take a look at my trophy decks, you can always join my Discord. I post them all there. Oh, this deck was excellent. Tons of fun to play. Undefeated trophy. Hell yeah. Duskmourn is my jam.